Okay, so I call these some more quick hits. Secret or none of your business.
I can say secret or none of my business. None of your business.
Yes, you can.
You're not gonna be offended.
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
All right. I'm gonna say it with power too.
Oh. just don't make me cry.
Okay.
Just don't make me cry. But no, you can say it. I can handle it. Okay. First one. Any additions to the Mitchell family? Little girls, more little boys, cat, dog, gerbil.
Additional revenue in Jesus' name.
You want to expand on that answer? Want me to pull up a pocketbook here?
Yeah. We want additional revenue. I think we're good. But I won't try to speak for Dr. Lori. Okay. If expansion means more children, then it is not a priority. I say it's not a priority. I think that we are happy and have our hands full with the two that we have in this season.
Cat, dog?
No cat, no dog.
Goldfish?
Maybe a goldfish. Maybe a goldfish.
Hamster?
See, if the hamster get loose, then I have to go and get him.
Right.
So I'm not chasing a hamster around the house.
Okay. Let me ask you this. If you were writing an autobiography, do you know what would be the title?
You know, I'm thinking one day I'm going to write my autobiography. So I hope that, again, this doesn't get stolen, but I'm going to tell you the real title in my head.
Okay.
The real title in my head is You Can't Steal My Smile for my autobiography. I think I've talked about this with the church at some point, but I was in a bad car accident in the 6th grade and lost some of my teeth, and there's a picture, and I would use it for the cover, but there's a picture with the gap that was left from the accident. And of course, you know, I've had extensive work done, and I'm thankful for good dentists, but that experience could have taken the joy from me because it was very dangerous. You know, I had a classmate who had a similar accident and didn't make it. Okay. When I was in middle school. So that experience could have taken it did take my smile for a second. But it also could have taken the joy out of my life. And I think there's been a lot of resilience that I've had to show. And I still think that I'm a joyful person. I still think that despite some of the challenges, and there have been many, you know, I still have joy, as the old folk used to say. After all the things I've been through, still have joy. And so, you know, the accident couldn't take my smile. My brother's murder didn't ultimately take my smile. Okay. Bouts with depression didn't take my smile. Sickness didn't take my smile. You know, we talked about the loss of a child, a miscarriage didn't take my smile. And so just those lessons through those things that could have possibly, you know, stolen the joy would be what I would write about. And
thank you for your transparency.
Yeah.
Even on the podcast, your sermons. That thank you. And sort of winding down a little bit.
All right.
Joshua Mitchell, the traveler. Just to change pace a little bit.
Okay.
How would you describe yourself? You've boarded your flight.
Yes.
You have your seat.
Yes.
Aisle or window?
Aisle.
Aisle. Oh.
Normally it's a C seat, and if I have a wonderful booking experience, it is exit row, C seat. C, which normally I fly American. Shout out to all my Delta people. I know a lot of people love Delta, and Delta's great. But Richmond, we have American as our primary. So I fly a lot of American. And the C seat on American is the aisle seat on the left side. That's my seat.
That's your seat.
That's my seat.
Okay.
And if they really did me well, then I got the exit row.
Okay. So tell me about that. You're on the plane. Are you social? Do you want to be left alone? Do you keep your face maybe in a book or tablet? I've said you look out the window, but you're on the aisle, but you can cover that. Do you close your eyes and maybe fake asleep? Or maybe you're tired, you go to sleep? What's Joshua Mitchell, the traveling person, like? And do you get to know the person next to you, or you really don't know one another?
I very rarely care to know the person next to me.
Okay.
I know that's it's a terrible thing to say. We're supposed to be evangelizing everywhere we go. But normally, if I'm flying, let's say we're going to Lot Carey Convention in August, I'm normally leaving after church. So, those things normally start Sunday night reception, Monday morning kind of thing. So if I'm going to something like that, I'm tired. I've already preached for the day.
Okay.
I prepped all weekend. So I'm getting on the plane. I'm going to put my hat over my face and I'm going to pray and I'm going to go to sleep. If it is a working hour, like if the flight is, and I take a lot of morning flights, I prefer the early morning flight because it's the least likely to get delayed.
Okay.
So I'm on a million 5 a.m., 6 a.m. flights, or the flight after church, that if I'm going somewhere for a conference or something like that. And if it's a daytime flight, like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., then I'm probably writing. I'm probably working on a sermon in the sky. And that is actually some of my best work, is sky sermon prepping, because there are no distractions.
Okay.
I can't go anywhere. I can't turn on the TV. I can't, there's nothing for me to grab to go eat. It's just me in this flight for 3 hours and the Lord way up in the sky. So, and I think there have been studies that are done about productivity if you can tap into that while you're on a plane. I've written many sermons on a plane. And normally, because I got big arms, so I can't like type in my, unless I got a first class seat, and that's rare. But it doesn't have to be rare. Ayabasha. We can upgrade, but normally I'm not sitting in first class. So
you heard it here.
My arms are like that. So I'm a lot of times typing the sermon on my phone, in my phone app. And by the time I land, I'm 2 points in an intro in. And I just got one more point to write. So it that nice 3 hour time gap is what I need. So that's, if it's early, I'm trying to sleep. I don't want to talk to anybody. If it's midday, I'm probably working on a message and I've got my headphones in and I'm just going for it.
Do you ever encounter other flyers who, they sort of pushing the space there?
All the
they
time.
Talk to you.
Yeah, all the time. But I'm not as smiley in the air travel times. Like I don't think I look inviting.
Oh.
I don't think I look inviting. I'm not mean or anything. I'm not giving inviting.
Okay, yeah. So you have, because there are people you can tell it's sort of like, don't bother me, kind of little shelter around them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any new professional or personal goals that you can share with us right now? Anything that pops up?
Well, I think from I shared with the boys at Man Talk, I do a lot of consulting and writing and all these kind of things to help church leaders. I do want to concretize that, and instead of kind of doing one-off, make that a real organized effort. So I am working on trying to make and to build out what that business, if you will, looks like, so that we can handle business. I think that sometimes especially folks who have kind of come up in ministry. We are good at the art and the ministry of what we do. We don't always know to set boundaries on the business side of what we do. So I'm learning some things that I hope will make sure the things I do outside of 31st Street, I want to build some business stuff, some additional revenue streams. The text says you want 8 streams of income, and it's always been a thought that life is you don't know how it's going to work. So to have all your eggs in one basket might not be the best thing. And I also want to be in a place where I can say, if I take a salary from the church, great. And if I don't have to, and don't, whatever. I like to be set up that well. Okay. That, because I think it's possible. So, and doing it in an integrous way. So, I want to build some business structures for the work that I'm already doing, but I'm just kind of doing it as Joshua Mitchell. I'm just rolling around from place to place, kind of structure that. That'll help. And the books are coming. The courses are coming. And just continuing to, do what I'm already doing, but in a more structured way.
Okay. Thank you. And so we're coming up on the 4th anniversary celebration here on, let's see, and we have Reverend Dr. Marcus Cosby from Wheeler.
Yes.
On Thursday, I believe August 22nd.
August 22nd.
7 o'clock p.m.
7 p.m.
Mention that. And then Reverend Dr. Eric Gill on Sunday,
yes,
the 25th.
Yes.
So at 10:30.
Yes.
And certainly I know, as you always say, you want people to be present in the house to greet our guests.
Yes.
And so anything you want to say as we begin to wrap up about the anniversary celebration coming up?
I'm always excited about anniversary month, and I'm always reflective, which is why we've done this and taking the time to do this. So I start from a place of gratitude and thanksgiving, thanking the church. I always joking with a particular person. They had put a bet on how long I'd be here initially when I first came. Ain't gonna call them out, but you know who you are. So I love each new year that bet is what do you call it? You losing money on that bet. So